You know, as a presenter, Tom has a lot of enthusiasm. He comes up and he delivers with passion. And I'm sitting quietly in the audience watching him, and I was thinking, you know, I love his energy level, I love his enthusiasm, I love his excitement. And you get carried away and swept away with the tsunami of excitement that he has. He obviously knows his stuff, and he delivers it with conviction. And that is what is interesting.
How many development staff do you think USC has? 150. 150 people raising money. And what do you think their budget size is for marketing? Or a hospital? Millions and millions of dollars. This is why when you're thinking about your fundraising efforts, you have to do it in the most effective and efficient manner possible. And so you can work with your board because they can still support the fundraising efforts of the organization, because maybe they're a great champion and they're a great speaker, or maybe they have an amazing network, or maybe they're good at closing, or maybe they just want to be a supporter or a host. And so there's lots of ways. The book has 30 different examples of how your board and people in your organization and volunteers and donors can get dialed in to the fundraising efforts of your organization without having to ask for money. But every year we make a gift, a sacrificial gift. Every year we are all helping to help raise money for this organization based on our gifts and skills. Are you in or not? Because if you're not, that's okay. We still love you. You can be a volunteer, you can be on a committee, but not on our board. Our board is set up. We are a board that gets things done. We are a get-it-done board with a get-it-done governance. That's what we do. That's who we are. That's what we stand for. Giving is they want to know one thing. Did my gift make a difference? Did it make a difference? Isn't that what you want to know if you make a donation to an organization? Did my gift make a difference? I want to know. Did I just give you money? Oh, thank you. See you later. I don't care. And second, how did you make me feel for the monetary gifts and the non-monetary gifts I've made? And when you're back up in your group, I want you to say, we're ready to go as loud as you can. Right there, one sheet.
Oh, look, take them all. Is he taking them all?
No, it's right once more, but a lot of donors, they'll say, you know what, I'm tired of feeling like a cash machine. They just call me when they need money. You got to do the small stuff because it's so competitive out there, and you're competing not only with the big organizations, but other social organizations. They're saying, hey, look at this organization is treating me like a king or a queen. They're making me feel really special. That's who you're competing against. That's something you have to keep in the back of your mind, that you are competing in a very competitive environment, and you have limited resources, and you need to do that really stands out. And one of the things that stands out is making donors feel amazing. Issues they care about. Okay. I run the Hunger Coalition. I invite you to a party. You're like, great, I know, Tom, we're going to have some fun. Go to the gala, have a good time. You make a gift. But next year, because you care about kids with disabilities, you probably won't make a gift, right? A good chance you're not going to make a gift. I mean, how many times? You think about the number of organizations that you donate to personally. Are you going to give to the Hunger Coalition? Maybe, maybe not. So when people at your events are coming, they might not already be dialed in. So what do you need to do to get them to care about your issue? Who here has a give or get policy at their nonprofit that their board members have to ask for money? Okay, so what happens when your board members stink at raising money? What can happen? What can happen? Spit it out, right? And they resign. Okay, one thing, they can quit, right? You put this pressure on them. It's like, right? Because not everybody's good at asking for money. But what can happen? First, they might not get a gift. They might get a smaller gift. They could upset the donor, right? They could upset the donor, and the donor tells people now it's affecting your brand. And the board member or person could leave. What does it mean to be part of your board? I mean, if you're asking people to come on your board who aren't going to be willing to give or even participate, even to show up at a function, what kind of filters do you have? Oh, I'm going to bring on John because he's my buddy and he's a deadbeat? No, it's like ridiculous. Like my surf dude friend, yeah, man, he's really cool. It'll be great. He loves kids. No, it's like, okay, what else does a donor provide? What kind of benefits do you get? Word of mouth. Their peers. time, money, their skills, expertise, their influence. They can be mission ambassadors, and they can tell about the great news that Variety is doing. And when they're telling the great news that Variety is doing, they're influencing people. And when they're influencing people, that means more what? More time, money, skills, and expertise to your organization. Your best giving experience. What was your worst giving experience? Why would it be great to ask them, what was your worst giving experience? Hello? Simple, easy question. But that's a good question. Who's ever even asked that question? It's a great question. Donors will appreciate that you ask that kind of question, because you want their donor experience to be amazing. They're making this idea of not only being a philanthropic concierge, but think of here's another metaphor, like a social investment advisor. They're making social investments in your organization, and they expect a social return, and they want to know what that impact is.
His energy is endless.
Tom does differently than other speakers is he really breaks it down, and you have genuine takeaway content that you can implement and get immediate results.
Lots of American gung-ho energy and drive and enthusiasm. So yeah, that kind of got the crowd going, and the involvement and asking questions and people then to give their answers back was really, really good way of engagement and keeping people energized and informed.
Is that the audience was about 70 to 80 people in the audience, and everybody sat up on the edge of their chairs and participated. Most people sit back and want to just cruise, but Tom got them involved, he got them participating, actively involved, and they all seemed to be very interested in what he was doing and actively participating. I was impressed in how he influenced the audience.
It came from another level. I've been to Variety conferences now for 20 plus years, and that's the best presentation I have seen.
I think the fact that Tom has been there in the trenches and he's worked with people, he's worked with donors, he's worked with staff, he gets it. He really gets it.
Everyone in the conference thought he was amazing. Everyone's talking about him.